Good evening, everyone. I'm still in Dubrovnik tonight, and I've made a visit, so I know a couple of things which I'll share. But yeah, I'm next to the fountain right now, which was one of the ways that people got water in the olden times. And yeah, I have a couple of facts for you. But yeah, after making the video this morning, I did not go on a tour because there was no tour today. I looked at my reservation and I made the reservation for tomorrow, so that did not go well. But yeah, in the today I made a visit, so I downloaded an app so I could visit it myself, which was okay. The one thing I didn't really visit, well, no, I didn't go anywhere. I stayed inside. I did what was free, but the one thing I really sort of was wondering whether I should do it or not was the city walls, like right behind me, just because they're so majestic. But the thing is, there were 30 euros to go on the walls and around the city. So I was really debating because I have about a budget of 40 euros a day. I was like, well, I'm not sure if it's worth it. Like, it's a bit like the Eiffel Tower. When you're on the Eiffel Tower, you don't take pictures of the Eiffel Tower. So I was like, well, they're impressive to see from here. I'm not sure if they'll be impressive on the walls. So I decided against it. I don't know if I'm gonna regret it or not, but I'll see. But I still learned a lot of cool facts. I'm gonna share 3 of them. The first one is like a superstition. So behind me, over here, you have a church. Hold on, I'll have to move it a little bit. There we go, you can see the church now. This church here, you can see there's a ledge. And the superstition was that if a man went on that ledge and at the end of it took off his shirt, he would be married within the year. And then the legend, or the guide was like, it was written, there was no guide, but it was like, don't try it, it's not a thing we do anymore. The second interesting thing, so I don't count this as a fact, I just count this as a point of interest, is the street here. Is that before Dubrovnik was known as Ragusa, and this street was a swamp, like it was water. And so Ragusa was an island, and then within its history, they decided to put a bunch of stones in it, and with the stones they decided to make it a street, and so it's no longer an island. But that's why the street is so large and why it's here. The next fact is about this street, and it's the weird doors. You can see a lot of them have sort of half doors. And it's before they had, so when the street was made, they had this restriction that shops, nobody was allowed to go in the shops. What would happen is that the shopkeepers would go through the door into their shop, close the door, open the window, and just use the window ledge as a counter and then sell their things from there. So that's kind of cool. Nobody does it anymore, but I thought that was pretty interesting. And the last thing is that it's about a statue that we can't see because it's being reconstructed. And the statue is of the Book of Roland, which is like an old French epic. And here, there's a character, I don't know if they mistranslate, I don't know, he's called Orlando, and it's a statue of Orlando. What was funny about the statue of Orlando is that they used it as a measure reference, and so his arm was a measure reference. So if somebody bought some cloth and they're like, oh, I was supposed to get 3 arms worth, they could double check it on Orlando's arm and say, okay, yeah, I was not ripped off, or no, like it doesn't measure up, and then go back to the salesman. So yeah, that was what I learned today. It's kind of nice at night actually, just because there's so few people. In the daytime, there was a lot of people. I still managed to like go through the little side streets and you don't feel that there's a lot of people, but like when you got into the big spaces of like interesting things to see, there was a lot of people. Whereas in the evening, feels very quiet, feels deserted almost. That's that, and then yeah, there's cats everywhere, like in the little side streets. I've seen so many cats. I didn't take many pictures of them, just because they were at weird angles. But yeah, even in the evening, there's a lot of cats everywhere. No, I think that's about it for for Dubrovnik. It's really pretty city, but yeah, just overloaded with tourists. And I guess because of the mass tourism, like everything costs a lot. Even the hostel keeper was saying like, don't get anything inside Dubrovnik. It's insane how expensive it is. And yeah, I'm just really because it's yeah. Had it been 10 euros for the walls, I would definitely have done it. But 30 euros seems outrageous. But maybe I'll regret it. I don't know. I'll have to see. Anyways, that's about it for this video. Yeah, tonight I'm just gonna get something to grab at the pizzeria by the hostel and then go to bed because tomorrow I want to wake up early. I'm going to Kotor tomorrow, so in Montenegro. And yeah, I'm hoping to. I've heard it was really pretty, so I'm hoping to get some time there. In the sunlight. Oh right, and it rained today, so in the morning it was beautiful. Then when I went back to the hostel for lunch because I didn't want to eat here. So I went back to the hostel for lunch, napped, and then it was when I was napping it was pouring rain. And so now I come back, it's no longer raining, but everything's wet. It's kind of nice. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be nice because I'm biking, and yeah, the day after I should be in the Montenegrin capital. And then I'll see from there. Anyways, that's about it for today. Bye.